A scramble for the dollar by Nigerians to pay tuition fees, medical and import bills has continued to pile pressure on the naira. With limited access to Forex, many turned to the black market for options. And due to this, the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Olayemi Cardoso, has implored Nigerians to reduce their demand for foreign goods. Cardoso said the measures taken so far by the Apex Bank to stabilize foreign exchange rates have started yielding positive results. Let me start with you, Adeoye.
Well, I think I was impressed when I listened to what the CBN governor said, that if we can focus our appetite, our taste to local products, it's going to help the economy. There's no doubt, it shows that the economy is not just about what the CBN does or not, but also about what we do as individuals and also corporate institutions. If you look at the situation we're having in our country now, everybody wants to use something that is foreign. And if, for instance, we all buy what is made in Nigeria, I think it will go a long way in improving our economy. It means that we are going to be less import dependent. As long as we import all, majority of what we need in this country, Nigeria is going to become a dumping ground, and then the dollar will continue to determine our socio-political future. However, I think mere statements, official statement is not enough. We also need practice. Our leaders need to show good example. One thing you cannot take away from the president we have had since 1999 is that you always see them in local attire. The current president is a very good so even from the time of Obasanjo, and also the members of the National Assembly. So if I was in that Olo chamber, I would have asked the CBN governor that the suit on you, is it locally made? And your shoes? Because we need to set examples. It's not a situation where governors import their upholstery from Italy, and then you are telling us that individuals should focus on local products. Imagine companies that have been in Nigeria for over 50 years. Take Bata, for instance. Bata came in 1932, and then set up a factory in Kano about 1935. What is happening to Bata? Because it's an essential product. If all Nigerian students, all Nigerian lawmakers, use the products of Bata. I remember in those days in secondary school, in primary school, container. Everybody want to buy Bata, something that is made in Nigeria, Bata. The same thing with Leonard that came in 1953. Our immigration, our police, all those booths they are using, we can produce them locally. What is the relationship between our ministers of industry, the CBN governor, and this industry that are producing essential needs and services for Nigeria? I met somebody who works in one of the shoe factory. He told me that they wrote a letter to one of the ministers just for a meeting. Over 2 years, no reply. No reply, not even acknowledgement. That look, our shoes, the boots that the immigration, they are using and all that, we can produce them locally. No acknowledgement. So if we want Nigerian-made goods, our leaders must show by example. Look at the vehicles we are buying for National Assembly members. That's about about 57 billion naira. If it's 160 million per one. If we are buying locally produced, if they are not Toyota and all that, I mean, it's going to improve the economy. But you cannot be buying Toyota made from Japan, and then you are telling us made in Nigerian goods. So our leaders need to show good examples so that Nigerians also can follow them and then do what they are asking us to do.
Yes, and I'm also going to say, Bikio, this warning is strictly for them, the elite, because I don't know where poor Nigerians have the money to import foreign goods, isn't it?
It's right to an extent, but the hunger for the dollar is not fueled by our craze for foreign products alone. Today, politicians steal so much money, and because they know the naira is not a reliable currency anymore, they convert what they've stolen to the dollar. That is one big reason behind this hunger for the dollar, but people don't talk about it. People don't talk about it. But it's a big, big issue. People steal money in billions, but they want to secure what they've stolen by looking for a store of value that is superior to their country's own store of value, which is the dollar. So they go looking for bureau de change operators all over the place. Somebody told me that a governor, once they receive allocation, he will know. Yes, that he's going to. There was even a governor, if not because Nigeria is such a terrible place where people commit crime and get away with it. There was a governor who sat on the ground and he had this Asian bureau de change operator beside him with a stack of currencies. Maybe it was one of his people that stole the shot, snapped that picture. That's what they do. Now that they are receiving a lot more than they used to receive. You set aside a huge percentage. Oh yeah, go and change to dollars for me. They don't want to spend the naira anymore. They want to spend the dollars. When people visit them, they want to give them a gift, it is the dollar. Because they believe that, no, it's not even fashionable to give people your currency. All of those irresponsible socialites who spray money and step on the dollar, on the naira, do they do that to the dollar?
No.
They don't. And it's not as if there are dollars, $1 bills, all those small denominations of the dollar. Do they step on it? They don't. But you see them, new notes that you and I, if we go to the bank, we won't be able to lay our hands on. Once they have an O1B, you see them with stacks of new notes, bundles of new notes. They will start throwing it into the air like demented people, and then they will be stepping on it and dancing on it, and they'll think that they are doing something reasonable. Look at the indignity that you are subjecting your currency to. I just hope that we can rein in the slide of the dollar, because this government must do it. If we don't do it, things will continue to degenerate in our country. 1,400, 1,500 to the dollar is too high. I'm not. When I hear that, we want to achieve stability at 1,500, stability should be way lower. I should be thinking of, okay, yes, it should be way lower. It doesn't speak well of us. For us, we're talking about stability at 1,400. Come on, what kind of stability is that? What kind of stability are we talking about?
Right. So, Adoye, let me come to you. There are some economists advocating for the amendment of the CBN Act 2007.
Yeah.
Part of the provision is to criminalize the use of foreign exchange for payment of goods and services in Nigeria.
Yes, I think I support that, because that's part of the reasons why, the dollar is very, it's so strong. Our money is becoming weak and weaker. Our normal is becoming the weakest in West African sub-region, to the extent that even Togolese, Beninese currencies are stronger than the naira. So I think I'm in support of that, but we need to go a step further. We need to open special windows for strategic industry to be able to access the dollar. And then our government, they should patronize made in Nigerian goods, especially where those goods, are affordable and they are of high quality. There is Standard Organization of Nigeria, established as far back as 1971. I want to know what they are doing. The Raw Materials Research and Development Council, established in 1987. They need to ensure, because the problem also is that there are some local products that are substandard. So if we want to compete in the international market, we need to ensure that these organizations also make sure that we produce goods that can, and we should stop relying on new economic policy of the IMF all the time. They cannot love us more than ourselves. You see where IMF has intervened in Bolivia, in Brazil, they are having a lot of challenges. Many of them have to dump recommendations of, the IMF. So we should be creative and be innovative
All right,
and look of getting conditions that meet our needs in Nigeria.
All right, BQ, let me have your final take on this.
No, I have nothing else to say.
All right, so the point is, where do we go from here?
Well, the government needs to know that a lot of people are not happy with what is going on. And we are desperate to see fundamental intervention from the government to ensure that the economy is normalized. If the economy is not normalized, it's going to create a lot of social and political instability.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much, gentlemen. It's a good way to end the show today as we get to what's carrying the African Cup tonight. Thank you so much, Babajide Kolade Ostoju and Adewale Adeoye for your insights on the program tonight. Thank you so much. And that's all we have on Journalist Hangout on Sunday. Join us tomorrow for the regular episode of the program at 5 p.m. You can watch the repeat broadcast of this episode tonight at 11:30. We are on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I am Olajumoke Olatunji. Bye for now, and God bless Nigeria.